Good morning, I'm Samriddhi K.C. and these are the headlines of the hour. Sagarmatha Samvad officially kicks off from today. Three-day event focuses on addressing impact of climate change. More than 150 foreign delegates to mark their presence. Conflict victims expressed dissatisfaction over appointment of transitional justice officials. Restoring victims' trust remain a challenge despite past efforts in transitional justice. U.S. diplomat Marco Rubio says there will be no progress in Russia-Ukraine talks until U.S. and Russian president meet. Istanbul peace talks in a limbo. And Nepal set to clash with Bangladesh in the semi-final of the SAF Under-19 Championship. Match to kick off at 3:45 p.m. Nepal time. The first ever Sagarmatha dialogue organized by the government with the aim of informing the international community about the impact of climate change on Nepal and finding solutions has started today. The main slogan of the dialogue has been set as Climate Change, Mountains and the Future of Humanity. Foreign Minister and Coordinator of the Dialogue Management Committee, Dr. Arjurana Deuba, has stated that 175 foreign guests will be attending the Sagarmatha dialogue, which has agendas ranging from preventing the risk of climate change to demanding justice. High-level delegations from 12 countries will participate in the program. Distinguished guests from China, India and other countries have already arrived in Nepal, while others are in the process of arriving. The government is preparing to prioritize agendas such as connecting mountain and island nations to reduce the increasing risk of climate change, prioritizing the green economy and finding ways to avoid and address the damage caused by climate change for the dialogue. An introductory audiovisual material prepared on the dialogue has been presented at the opening ceremony. Distinguished guests leading the delegations from India and China, as well as the COP29 President and Azerbaijan's President representative on climate issues, have addressed the gathering. A video message sent by United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has also been presented a short while ago. Now joining us live from the event is our colleague Sarah Sapsanama. How's the event turning out there, Sarah?
Well, good morning, Samriddhi, once again, and good morning to our viewers as well. As you can see, I'm standing right in front of the hall where Sagarmatha Samvad is currently underway. Nepal has been voicing climate concerns for many years now, representing the issues and advocating for it at various international platforms like the Conference of Parties as well. And this event is part of raising its climate concerns. Delegates from many states, representatives have graced this event. This includes the highest-ranking guest of Sagarmatha Samvad, that is Xiao Zhe, the Vice Chairperson of the Standing Committee of China's 14th National People's Congress. Likewise, we have from India, Minister of Forests, Environment and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, and the event has also been graced by COP29 President and Minister of Ecology, Natural Resources of Azerbaijan that hosted the previous Conference of Parties. Along with that, we have representatives, ambassadors from different countries, including Bangladesh, Bhutan and Maldives as well, and also civil society members. So far, various representatives have addressed the event, including of the high-level representatives, COP presidency, who call for global efforts and collaboration for our collective climate fight. Likewise, Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli also addressed the event a short while ago, and he also unveiled the Nationally Determined Contributions 3.0, NDC 3.0, at the event as well. A short video by the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres was also played at the event, where he appreciated Nepal's climate efforts and said that the world has much to learn from Nepal, including one of the many examples is the use of clean energy and the achievements that we made in the energy sector. He also appreciated our climate goals, including the net zero carbon goal that we aim to achieve by 2045. Guterres also assured Nepal that the United Nations is an ally in its climate ambitions to our country. Now, 4 parallel sessions are scheduled for today under the first theme of the event, that is Beyond Mountains, linking mountains to the oceans, and 4 discussions will be held today. Altogether, in the 3 days, 12 discussions will take place, 12 parallel sessions will take place, which will ultimately culminate into the Sagarmatha Declaration that all eyes will be upon. Samriddhi.
That was our colleague Sarah Sapsanama giving us live updates about Sagarmatha Sambad currently underway in the capital. Thank you, Sarah. Now moving on forward with the appointment of officials in the 2 transitional justice commissions, momentum is expected to build in the long-stalled process. The government filled a long vacant position 2 days ago, marking a significant step forward. However, victims have expressed opposition from the outset. The newly appointed officials now face the dual responsibility of continuing the previous commission's work while addressing ongoing concerns raised by the victims.
With the recent appointment of office bearers to the 2 transitional justice commissions, vacant for several years, the government aims to accelerate progress on transitional justice. However, victims have opposed the move from the outset.
त्यो विधि र प्रक्रियाको आधारमा न्याय पर्ने हिसाबले मात्रै खाली सिफारिस गरेर मात्रै हैन त्यो सिफारिसमा द्वन्द्व पीडितले न्याय पनि परेको छ है भनेर फिल हुनु पर्यो तपाईको त्यो किसिमले गर्दाखेरि धेरै ठुलो रिसोर्स चाहिने आर्थिक स्रोत चाहिन्छ अर्को के हुन्छ भने जनशक्ति पनि व्यापक रूपमा चाहिन्छ ठुलो संरचना बनाउनु पर्छ काठमाडौँमा मात्रै कार्यालय राखेर चाहिँ आयोगहरुले काम गरेर भन्देखि त्यसले प्रतिफल जान्दिदैन त्यसको लागि राज्य निरन्तर रूपमा राज्य र राजनीतिक दलहरु प्रमुख राजनीतिक दलहरु निरन्तर रूपमा यो संक्रमणकालीन न्यायालय हामीले लजिकल इन्डियामा पुर्याउनु पर्छ त्यसका लागि आयोग बनाउन लागि मात्रै बनाइदिएको हैन आयोगलाई चाहिँ उनीहरुको काम चाहिँ के छ भने एउटा निर्वाध किसिमले गर्न सक्ने स्वतन्त्र रूपमा गर्न सक्ने न्यायिक रूपमा गर्न सक्ने वातावरण र सहयोग राज्यले उपलब्ध गराएन भनेदेखि आयोग बनाएर केही अर्थ छैन आयोगले गर्न सक्दैन.
The government has finally appointed office bearers to the 2 transitional justice commissions. Mahesh Kumar Thapa has been named chairperson of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and former Chief Secretary Leela Devi Gartola will lead the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons. Both commissions, established in the Nepalese year of 2071, 8 years after the Comprehensive Peace Agreement, had remained inactive for years, awaiting legal amendments mandated by a Supreme Court ruling. With the revised law now in place and broadly accepted as victim-friendly, the newly appointed commissions are expected to build on the work of their predecessors. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission has received over 63,000 complaints, while the Commission of Investigation on Enforced Disappeared Persons has logged more than 3,000, some of which remain unresolved. As new complaints may still be filed, these figures could rise. The commissions are now tasked with uncovering the truth, delivering justice, and ensuring reparations. Former officials stress that achieving these goals will require adequate resources and staffing support from the state.
यो चाहिँ उहाँहरुको यो विज्ञताको विषय नै होइन यो त विज्ञता त्यो क्षेत्रमा योगदान अनुभव कन्ट्रिब्युसनको कुराहरु चाहिँ एकदमै जरुरी यसमा हुन्छ हैन त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ यो चाहिँ के अरे को ल्याएर के गरेर चाहिँ एकदम त्यो चाहिँ एकदमै यो विषयको भन्दा बाहिरको व्यक्तिहरु ल्याएर यसले चाहिँ समाधान दिन्छ भन्ने चाहिँ त्यो भ्रम जुन खोजिएको छ त्यसमा चाहिँ त्यो भ्रमको पछि चाहिँ हामी चाहिँ छैन हामी चाहिँ क्लियर छौं यो विषयमा चाहिँ.
However, the commissions have yet to begin their work, and victims have expressed doubts about their effectiveness, citing the appointment of individuals lacking expertise in transitional justice.
अहिले आयोग त गठन गर्यो नेपाल सरकारले चाहिँ मन्त्री परिषदको निर्णयबाट आयोगहरु गठन भए तर ती आयोगका प्रति द्वन्द्व पीडितको जुन अविश्वास चाहिँ देखिएको छ द्वन्द्व पीडितले जुन हदसम्म अगाडि बढेर चाहिँ प्रतिक्रिया चाहिँ दिइरहनु भएको छ त्यो चाहिँ निकै दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण स्थिति हो यो स्थिति आउनु हुँदैन थियो र संक्रमणकालीन न्यायलाई चाहिँ अगाडि बढाउने हो भनेदेखि संक्रमणकालीन न्यायका जति पनि तपाईको संरचना छ त्यसमा चाहिँ के छ द्वन्द्व पीडितको चाहिँ विश्वास हुनु जरुरी छ र द्वन्द्व पीडितलाई विश्वासमा लिएर अगाडि बढ्यौं भनेदेखि मात्रै हामी अगाडि बढ्न सक्छौं.
As per our reporter, Deepak Acharya, former officials noted that appointing commission members despite victims' dissatisfaction has further complicated the process. The commission faces the challenge of addressing victims' concerns, considering international expectations and building on previous work.
And in this context, in our public voice segment, we have asked in several provinces, with both transitional justice commissions now complete, how can fair justice for victims be ensured by addressing past shortcomings and disputes? Let's take a look at what they had to say.
अब कुनै राजनीतिक दलको पनि पूर्वाग्रह नसुनिकन जुन अब कुरामा चाहिँ लागेर चाहिँ सत्य तथ्य कुराको छानबिन गरेर अगाडि बढ्नु भयो भने चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ म।
राजनीतिक प्रभावमा नपरिकन चाहिँ तपाईको चाहिँ यो कामलाई अगाडि बढाउनु पर्छ।
राज्य एकदम गम्भीर हुन पनि जरुरी छ। यसमा आम सञ्चारकर्मी आम अभियानीहरू यसमा मलाई लागिरहेछ अझै सजग र सतर्क गराउन राज्यलाई जरुरी पनि छ।
विगतमा जुन गल्ती भयो त्यो भइसक्यो, अब फेरि दोहोऱ्याउनु भएन, त्यो गल्ती फेरि हुनु भएन र पीडितलाई छिटोभन्दा छिटो न्याय दिनु पर्यो।
छिटोभन्दा छिटो यसको लागि सरकारले कानुन बनाउनु पर्यो र कानुन पछि कार्यान्वयन हुनु पर्यो। फितलो कानुन बनाउनु नपरोस् र फितोले चाहिँ कार्यान्वयन नहोस्।
छिटोभन्दा छिटो काम गरोस् अनि सबै दण्ड पीडितहरूको घरमा गएर छिटोभन्दा छिटो काम गरोस्, पुगोस्।
शहीद बेपत्ता परिवारहरूलाई निष्पक्ष ढङ्गले सर्वे गरेर न्याय दिनु पर्यो।
न्याय सबैले पाउनुपर्छ। अब यसमा कोही निर्दोष पनि मर्यो होला, कोही नन निर्दोष पनि मर्यो होला, हैन?
It is time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse, brought to you by...
The question is, what's your take on the Prime Minister's statement that those who destabilize the country are neither recognizable by face nor by form? Option A, correct. Option B, exaggerated. Option C, Congress targeted. And option D, prefer not to comment. The voting is on. Visit www.kantipurtv.com or www.ekantipur.com to share your opinion with us. That is all for the moment. We will now take you live to the meeting of the Federal Parliament currently underway in capital's New Baneshwar. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.